As today is 19th of November 2018, so the beginning of the week, we need to check what we have for this week from 19th to 23. What do you expect on this pairs? Here we have EURUSD, GBPUSD, then USDJPY. Then we'll also look at SP500, gold, and then lastly we have BrentOil. So we'll study here. We look at this chart. We want to see what we have for this week. If there's any trade, any clear signal that we expect to go as we said last week. So we go straight away to the weekly chart. So we start from monthly. From the monthly point of view, there's this level here that I'm seeing. You have this main resistance. Then you want to draw a zone on it like this. We'll also highlight it like this. And this appearance is not very, so you have to change it, let it look a bit better. Something like this. We have a support, then price goes up, comes back to the same, then there's a breakthrough, then retracement back to the same place. So other instance, we have this place being a good support here. Support broken, price came back to the same place. There's this sell candle here. Then price continued down and now it's retracing upwards. So the best place to look for a sell is somewhere around 1.1643. If so in case the price retraces back to this place, then we expect it to continue downwards towards 1.0540 here. Then another line you can see is this. So this now changes everything. There we've done it now. If you take this place, and then this place, then it means the entire place is a key place here. The whole of this is a key place, and therefore the price should break below it clearly, then try tracing back the same place like that. Then we'll pick a sell from the point downwards, something like this. So either way, the best thing to do now is to wait for price to descend below 1.1237. Then you pick a sell towards 1.0540. So here on this notepad, we need to write that on the monthly chart. We are waiting for a clear breakout. A clear breakout below 1.1237 to pick a short term, a long term short position, towards 1.0540. So that's exactly what I've illustrated. I've said that as long as the price is within this zone, we are trading reversal. We'll buy from this place, this up, then sell from this resistance. Buy from this support and then sell from this resistance. So in case of a break below this support here, 1.1237, then we look for sell towards 1.0540. We move forward to the weekly chart. So on the weekly chart, the same thing still holds. We are actually still within this very big zone. We expect, following this pin by here, we expect the price to proceed upwards towards this resistance and reverse from this point to the lower sides. We need to shift slightly a level that looks significant here, like that. So it's a bit wide, but it's important here. So if you buy from this point, expect the price to come up to somewhere around this place, then you sell from this place down. So these basically reversals. We'll be buying from the lower one and selling from the upper one. So on the weekly chart, we need to write that those are bullish pin bar, a bullish pin bar. Therefore, we expect a move upwards. upwards towards 1.2220. Not there, that's very far. We expect a move towards this place here, towards 1.1749. 1.1749, and that should be it for EURUSD. We now move forward to the next chart, which is GBPUSD. GBPUSD there. Let's remove that ask line indeed. GBP, we move to the next chart like that. So on this chart, the key lines that I'm seeing on this chart, there's this place here, a resistance line which is broken. Price came back the same place, went up, then we moved up like this, retracement, and then back this. So you can remember last week we actually said that this was a sell based on these things. We had this pin bar here, we also had pin bar there, then we also had this pin bar. Then we said that you're supposed to sell while the price was still green here, and then take profits at 1.2731. So if you did as you said, you're supposed to be ready out now, something like this, and then we'll also here, this is place like that. We mark it as a zone, so you can see from this point is this support line broken, price retraced back the same place, then down, then there's a retracement down, then a retracement. So this actually forms a resistance line. So if you sold it with us last week here, you're supposed to be out around 1.2731. The next thing you do is either you wait for price to come back to this place, then you sell it along this place, and then we'll try to break further below this place here, to bring below there, then it should retrace back to the same place before we proceed downwards like this. So this is basically what we expect on this chart. Currently the price should move up, bounce from this resistance, continue downwards, and should break below this place, then we'll sell it from the same place where it has gone below it. So we need to write on the weekly chart, we are still upwards based on what we just said here. We are upward from this place towards this place. We are upwards from 1.2731 towards 1.3067. So that's the immediate move. I expect the price should continue towards this place. We are not going to talk about the reverse movement like this move down. We are not going to talk about this one. We now move to the next one, which is USDJPY. We need to load it here, and then you see what you expect for the whole week, weekly chart. So on this chart you can see it's been upwards. So far the price has been going up, then there's a retracement, up, then there's a retracement, up, then there's a retracement, then there's this move up, then last week we saw a retracement. So the retracement was in form of a big engulfing candle pointing to the lower side. That is this engulfing candle. We need to add an indicator envelope which should show us uptrend here. So you can remember, like a week ago, we actually said that this is a support. There's a support here. We also mentioned as a support here. Then now that the price is supporting the same place, we expect it to be a buy place. So the idea is not to sell here, but then wait to bounce from this next support, then you buy it upwards. Then we have a line here. So in case you buy it here, expect a move like this. The price should proceed up, then continue down, something like this, before we pick a move upwards, something like that. So we have a resistance line here, which if you buy from this place here, best of is 117.85. So that's something you need to write on that chart, that buy along the dynamic support, which is basically this dynamic support is basically this indicator, this envelope indicator. dynamic support, have your first take profit, at 114.25 and then next at 117.85. so we don't want to add much on this one. Let me want to check daily. Let's check daily before we leave it at that. So on the daily chart you have this line, a resistance line broken, then there's a break below it, then there's this resistance line above, then now we are on the same place. So we want to add another line, not shift it, we want to add another line here, then we color the whole place something like this. So this is a buy for us to buy around this place. On daily chart we are actually looking at a buy within 112.69 and 112.90. so daily chart we are looking at a possible buy from within 112.69, 112.90 towards 114.25. So this is what we have on USDJPY. We are looking for a buy. Then GBPUSD we are still upwards. EURUSD there's a bullish pin, but therefore we are upwards. So we move to the next one, which is SP500. SP500 should be here. SP500. We move straight to the weekly chart. So this chart we've been upwards for a long time. The price from this point, from 2014, from what you can see, not actually 2014, from 209 we've been upwards. This move upwards, we have this move, the price moved up, then there's a correction, then up, then there's a correction, and then continued up correction, and then we moved up, then there's this correction. So basically this thing has been upward. It moves up like this, moves up something like this from this point upwards, something like this upwards, then there's action, then it continues up something like this, then there's a correction, and then it continues upwards like this, then we see a correction. So what this means is simple. We actually expect a spike upwards like this. We expect this index to proceed upwards. We expect it to spike upwards, especially if it can reach down to 25.5. So we need to say that on the weekly chart we are still seeing a correction. Sorry, there's something I've not mentioned, that last week's candle was actually a buy candle, a bullish candle. That is this candle here. I've not mentioned it, but then this is a bullish candle. It means the price is potentially going upwards. So we need to put there and then say that this is a bullish candle and is inside the previous candle. So we have an inside bar which is a bullish candle. So we need to say that we have last week's candle, a bullish inside bar, and indicates a possible move to the upper side. So ideally on this index, the best you should be doing is to look for key support places. Like this could be a key support. We have this place here. Wait for a buy around this support, or you could wait and buy around this place. This is a key support. So we have the two, 2661.4, and then you also have the next one, 2586.1. This ones we need to say that on the weekly chart you should buy from either 2661.4 or 2586.1 towards the maximum resistance you can see on this chart, which is this one, 2924.2. 2924.2. So this week to either the price should retrace back this support level, so or break last week, or it should break beyond this place here. It should break above this place. There's this support, then there's a break below, then there's this resistance. So either the price should break beyond this place here, trace back to this line. On the daily chart, we'll buy. On the daily chart, we are buying a break above 2817.5. So this should be it for SP500. Actually expect a move upwards, continue either towards this place, or it should come down to this support somewhere here. Then we move to the next one, which is gold. Gold should be here, gold USD. We go straight to the weekly chart. So on the weekly chart, this candle, this is actually a buy candle. Last week we had a buy candle. This is a pin bar pointing upwards. It's not actually a pin bar, it's just a bullish candle pointing up. Then we can see this resistance line. We want to put it to be a zone, something like that. So what this candle means that the price should come back to this zone before proceeding to the lower side. That's simple. And we need to highlight it like this. This is a support line, broken, price retraced back to the same place, then there's a move to the lower side. So we expect this week the price should come back to this place before eventually heading to the lower side. So a move like this, up like that, where we'll sell it again, then it should proceed downwards like this. So support line, there's a break below, price should come back actually, then this move to the lower side, then we expect it to come back to the same place, then we sell it downwards towards T1192.82. So that is what we need to say, that this week, sorry, we need first to say that last week was a bullish candle. Last week's candle was a bullish candle. A bullish candle, and should push the price upwards. The price upwards towards 1234.33, which is also a good sell place. Which is also a good sell place. A good sell place. So we've talked about weekly here. We expect a buy. If you look at this chart now, then we should be doing straight for a 0.3. We move to the daily. So on the daily chart, this thing here, which we looked at previously, we had a trend line here. Then we said that this was a resistance line. We had this being a resistance line. Then we also had this being a resistance line. Somehow they didn't touch it. Then we also had this resistance line. We also had this one here as a resistance line. Then we also had this as a resistance line. Then the price went above everything. Then we remember. So with this buy position, we actually still expect the price upward. Then the next stop is here. So on the daily chart, we still expect the move upwards towards this resistance line, and you can minimize it to see widely. If you minimize it, you can see that the real place is actually somewhere here, somewhere within this place here. Sorry, this thing keeps moving here. So on the daily chart, there's this clear place here where we are seeing. So we sold here previously, we took profits here, and we bought it, then we expect the price to come back to the same place, which is 1234.33. So on the daily chart we are still upwards, so we are upwards, and therefore look for buy positions to a level of 34.33. So we move to the next one, which is Brent oil. We want to start straight with the weekly chart so that we see this week what do we expect. Brent oil here. Start with the weekly chart. So on the weekly chart you can see for the past how many weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 weeks we've been downwards. The price moved after this pin, but there's an intensive move downwards. It continued downward, continued, and now we are at some support. There is this place here which is also a good support, a resistance line, broken, price came back to the same place, then there's a move upwards, then a retracement back to the same. So this could be a buy because this resistance line from this point, when was this was 2015, a resistance line, price went down, then came and broke the same place, then down, then this is a false break, the entire move like this, then there's a retracement, then up, then you have a second retracement. So we expect a move upwards from this point. We expect something like this. The price should move up, then retrace back to the same place, then we should proceed upwards like that. So basically this is a buy place we are at now. 69.99 is a good buy place, and if you don't buy it here, the next buy place will be 71.85. so we need to write that on the weekly chart. We are at a good buy, 66.99. so you could also buy from, you could also buy above 71.85. so with Brent oil we are looking for a buy position on the weekly chart. Therefore the best you should be doing is to wait for a buy this week, wait for maybe a retracement to the lower side, then you buy it upwards. Go to daily. So on the daily this could be a sell somehow. Because of this we have this retracement line, this retracement, there's a move upwards, the entire this is a retracement, this retracement here, a retracement, moved up, then it retraced, then when this price went below everything, it actually went below this retracement here. What I'm saying is when this long big candle here went below this line, it actually went below the end of this retracement. So as long as the price is below 66.99 on the daily chart, we still expect a move downwards, and that move should come up to this place. So okay, let's can see the price is above it. Literally the price is above where we are saying that as long as the price is below. So this means the price could be headed upwards, but then if it can come back to 66.9 and break below it, then this is going to be a sell towards 6.9. Sorry, so I don't think need to write down that the daily chart, only a clear break below 66.99 will add a long-term short position towards 62.99. So that should be enough for today. We have actually looked at all the 6 symbols. We have GBP, EURUSD where there's a bullish pin, but then we also have GBPUSD, we are up. USDJPY, we're waiting for a buy along this dynamic support. This is just an envelope indicator. Then SP500, we are looking for a buy. There's a bullish candle. Then gold, we are upwards. And then Brent oil, we are still undecided, though we are waiting for a buy or a sell. So that should be it for today. See you again tomorrow at the same time.